when Chef Paws discovers an ancient apron that whispers otherworldly recipes. His dishes reach perfection, but something inside him starts to fade. As the magic grows stronger, so does the cost. Will he sacrifice his soul in pursuit of culinary greatness? Chef Paws loved the silence of early morning. While the world still slept, he would tiptoe into his kitchen, paws freshly washed, tail curled with purpose. He stirred, sliced, and sprinkled in silence, letting the scent of cinnamon and rosemary guide his thoughts. His tiny restaurant in Whiskerville had become a haven for dreamers, wanderers, and food lovers alike. But that morning was different. The wind howled through the cracks in the kitchen window, and the cellar beneath his pantry creaked in a way it hadn't in years. Curious, Chef Paws opened the trapdoor and descended into the dust-covered darkness. He was looking for old jars, but what he found was a box wooden, locked, and sealed with wax long dried. With a gentle push from his claw, the seal cracked. Inside lay an old apron, faded and threadbare, with strange swirling embroidery stitched along the hem. It smelled faintly of star anise, burnt sugar, and something else, something ancient. Chef Paws hesitated, but only for a moment. He slipped the apron over his head. That's when he heard it. A whisper, not from outside, from the apron itself. Begin with lavender oil. Just 3 drops. No more. Chef Paws blinked. His ears twitched. Was someone playing a trick? He looked around. Empty cellar. Silence. Now sear the peach slices. Just until golden. The voice was calm. Warm. Like a grandmother reading a bedtime story. Against all reason, Chef Paws followed the instructions. He returned to the kitchen and cooked what the voice told him. The result was magic. A lavender-glazed peach tart that melted hearts and brought one grumpy customer to tears. That day, the restaurant had a line stretching around the block. Critics called it divine, impossible, and transcendent. Each day, a new recipe. Each day, more praise. But with every meal, something shifted inside. Chef Paws. Small things. At first, he forgot how to make his mother's tomato stew, the one that got him through kittenhood. He no longer hummed while he cooked. He stopped inventing dishes on his own. The whispering apron gave him perfection but took his memories in return. He tried taking it off. Nothing came. No inspiration. No ideas. Just silence. One night, alone in the kitchen, he asked the apron aloud, "Who are you?" Silence. Then softly, "I am the voice of every forgotten chef. Those who gave everything for greatness." Chef Paws' whiskers stiffened. He looked in the mirror and barely recognized himself. Eyes dull. Movements robotic. His heart empty. He had traded joy for genius. The next morning, the city's mayor came to dine. A massive event. Reporters, cameras, headlines. The apron whispered a recipe that shimmered in Chef Paws' mind like a jewel, moonlight ravioli in saffron mist. He reached for the ingredients, then stopped. Instead, he tied on his oldest apron, the plain one with tomato stains from years ago. He closed his eyes, tried to remember. Silence. Then slowly his paw moved. He chopped, stirred, tasted, adjusted. He didn't know what he was making. It wasn't perfect. It didn't shimmer. But it was his. When the mayor took a bite, he smiled. It wasn't transcendent. It was comforting. Warm. Real. Chef Paws never wore the whispering apron again. He buried it deep beneath the cellar, locking the box tight. That night, he cooked for himself. A simple bowl of soup. A little too salty, but full of heart. And as he sipped it quietly by candlelight, he smiled. Because for the first time in weeks, the kitchen was silent. And that silence was beautiful.